Hey there, it is late, but I was determined to get this one out somewhat on time. All right, our name for God today is Creator. I love this word. And I get a thrill with God created us in His image. We, humankind, the good ones and the not so good ones, are created in God's image. And if God is the creating God, we too are creators. As we grow into adulthood, sometimes we think we cannot be creative from lessons and schooling that we've had because we're not perfect or expert. We tend to discount that creativeness. My creative ADHD brain always has 20 million different projects going on. This glass bowl was created by my youngest sibling. It's pretty cool. It looks a lot better in daylight when it sparkles and stuff. But that's a skill that took a long time to learn. Just the instruments and the heat that's required, the kilns to melt glass is crazy. I grew up, my mom created with fabric. She created clothes and costumes and quilts. I do a little bit of that. I try. I have fun with costumes, but I don't feel proficient in that, which is crazy weird because people who look at the stuff that I do is like, oh my gosh, that is so awesome. We doubt ourselves and we are sometimes our worst critics. So I would like to read to you from this little book. I've been really into paper arts, junk journaling, mixed medias. And every time that God's name is bolded in the very first page of the Bible, in Hebrew, that is the name Elohim, the spirit of Elohim, Ruach Elohim, was above the void, the formless, dark waters. And Elohim said, let there be light. And it was. Let the light be separated. And there was evening and morning, the beginning of the first day. Let there be light. And it was. Creation didn't know that was nigh impossible. And God said, let the waters be separated so that there is waters above the sky, the firmament, and waters below, the oceans of the deep. I haven't bound this yet. And God said, let dry land. Elohim created the dry land, and he called forth all of the vegetation, the trees, the fruit, the vegetables, the grass, the weeds, everything that was green and good for our world. Also, the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple flowers that we have. Oh my goodness, he could have created flower, and it would have been wonderful. He could have created red flower, white flower, yellow flower, and that would have been amazing. But there are so many different types of everything. I love it. The creating God, Elohim, goes on. It's not enough that we have light and day, but he wants lots of little lights. And by little, I mean giganto, huge, enormous lights that fill our heavens. And we've created pictures and stories that go with those. And they mark our seasons because of the pattern that creation was established in. And then he's looking at those waters and going, you know what? They're a little empty. We need to create ocean life and life in the heavens. And there were birds and aquatic animals of all kinds. And by day 6, I would have been exhausted, but he's still going strong. He says, since we have all of those creations in the water, above in the sky, and below in the ocean, let's create creepy, crawly, mammal, cattle, animal things to be on the ground. And in the crowning work of that, he said, let us create mankind in our image. Day 6, he creates mankind, humankind, male and female. We are created in God's image, the image of the creating God. So I challenge you to make something creative. It doesn't have to be fine arts. My husband creates with computer programming. People create with words, linguistically, writing things, poetry. People create with their hands, and everything that comes to mind is the fine arts. But creating dance, creating clothes, creating blueprints to make architecture and housing and buildings. This is a really long video. I'm sorry. I'm excited about creating things. You are a creative individual because your creative God made you in his image. Have fun, sleep well, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye.